So here on our page is just a blank thing. Obviously, let's create like a brand new Cypress test. Obviously, we're gonna like make it quick. So here the first thing we're just going to do, let's probably like now make Cypress Jupyter. This is just a directory. This Jupyter will be like a project name, or just you can choose anything. I quite like, okay, well, let's find something else. Let's say like Mars, something quite simple. So let's say Mars 1.0 and do that. Let's get into that Mars 1.0 and initialize. So the first thing to create a Cypress is to like initialize this directory. So to initialize it, just type npm init and then say -y. This will just like use the basic options really. The next thing is to install Cypress in. So if I want to install Cypress, obviously I'll just do that, and that will just go on and install Cypress that I need for me on that. And once that Cypress is installed, I think the quickest thing to do is now that we're into the project is just get into that project and just go to this and just like put a script for starting up Cypress. Easy. So what we need to do, for me, I like to call it cy dot, because I want to run things in a debug mode today. So what I'll do is just to go here and just get rid of all of this and just put a command that I need. The command that I want, obviously I'm on a MacBook machine, is to do Cypress open. That's the debug. I don't want anything else. This just is going to be enough for me. Now that we've done this, now I need to like go and initialize this project so it can be, because I quite like to work with TypeScript. So let's convert this to TypeScript. So I do npm install save. You don't have to do save dev anyway. Save dev TypeScript. I just put TypeScript in. Once TypeScript is saying, I need to like initialize this project to, so I like to do npx txt and initialize this project. When you initialize this project, it will give you this tsconfig. This is quite noisy really. If you don't want it, just get rid of the whole thing here and just type yours. The bare minimum is what I'd like to put here. So this is compiler option, the second one here. In this compiler option, key things is what I need to like put in here. So I'll just put the first one is target. I want to really target ex, let's say ex6 really, to be honest. You can use that one, comma, and then the next thing I need to do is to put lib here. So this is lib, and then in this lib really just put the things that you really fancy. So here I want to do probably like from 2016 again, comma, anything else you need to do here. This is done, and then again you just need to do I think that should really be enough for now, because we don't really need so much. And then you go to types here. On the types here, guys, what we want to do is to make sure we're running Cypress. We will come back to this file, but just also make sure that node is so obviously like a coda here. I think that's enough for now. This should be enough for me. But what I like to put is to put include option, and in this option I like to do ** /**.ts. I have just explained this many times, but this is just enough thing to get us going with Cypress project. So with this now, we now got a Cypress project. So let's go and launch this now. So what we do is to do Cypress npm run, and then we say debug here, just press enter. Hopefully Cypress will open up. There you go. So Cypress open up. So I just bootstrap, and you can see that these are all TX now. I'm just rushing through because this is not really the main thing that we want to do. I scaffold this, and there you go. So we got a brand new project. You can just run one of them just to make sure that something is running. Easy. Cypress is run. And okay, so I cancel everything so you don't get confused. So this is now having a brand new test project. I'll cancel everything out as well. Probably just okay. So now let's get back in here. You can see there's nothing much here. There's nothing much on this project, and then the bootstraps are here. I'm not going to touch any of these bootstraps. I'm going to create something new. So yeah, let's call this one like switching tabs and windows. Let's say switching tabs and windows, whatever you want to call it, but just create a folder here. So in this folder I'll just create files here. I'll just call this one switch tab test.cy.tsc. Right, so that's the first thing we've done. So now let's go and configure this. There's this library. I'm just going to bring this library to the screen here so we can talk about it. This is the Cypress Puppeteer. As I said, this library is basically going to like help you to integrate Cypress onto your thing. First thing we're going to do tonight is just to install the Puppeteer. And once we install Puppeteer, we go to the types, which we said already that we're going to do. Install this, I put this the Puppeteer there. And if you're doing TypeScript projects, we're going to then go in and import this if it is a TypeScript project. So these are the three setup that we need to do. So let's go and do that. So I'm just going to get this one out of the way. So the first thing we need to do is just to go and install that. So let's open up our terminal, and I'm going to quit this one completely and clean this out. So let's paste in this command that I just copied. Obviously, I'm just going to cancel that and just press enter. This is going to install Cypress Puppeteer as we said. It takes a minute. At the minute, this thing has very high vulnerability, but you know how it goes. This is QA thing. I don't think it matters. But what I do recommend is that you leave it here as dev dependencies instead of dependencies anyway, because it's vulnerable. And the second thing we need to do is to go to our TS config on the TypeScript and then tell the types here that we want to use that type in it. So that's here would be at Cypress, spell it correctly, at Cypress /Puppeteer Puppeteer/support. So that's what we need to do. So this Cypress Puppeteer, just make sure the spelling is correct, Puppeteer/support. Yeah, once you add this now, and then the last thing on that list, it says we should go and import that on our ex e2e files on our support. So you go to support e2e. Here you just import this here so that Cypress, we know that Puppeteer is now part of it. So now the setup is complete in terms of the setup. So the next thing we need to do, let's close all of this. And now that the setup is complete, there is now Cypress integrated with Puppeteer on your code.